I was told that my Mississippi permit, my Alabama permit, my Louisiana permit were sent as well, but I only received the Georgia. Alright, so we are going to start our pre-trip clock here. Even though I've already spent the time going around the truck looking at all that stuff. Alright, so if anything, we can still head over to Villa Rica. So at least we can start heading that way. All permitted loads with or without transponder must stop at every weigh station. So we have read our permit. We have signed our permit. All of our directions. Look at this, right? So here's our permit for the day. For this load, taking into account our height. Width is correct. Height is still the same. Length is still the same. Weight is still all of that. Starting, ending, you know, I'm not going to show you my signature on the back side, but you know, it's on there. Then here, you know, some things. All permit loads with or without transponders must stop every weigh station. General conditions, blah 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 blah. Here's all of our directions, which they're matching up with what I already have in the GPS. So we're good to go. Scale ticket, bills of lading, all my receipts and everything else are in the bag already. So that's going right on the front of my clipboard here. So whenever they want to see that, just take this piece right in, take it in with that book right there, along with my ID. You know, along with my you know, my license. And my medical card. So it is 9:50, so an hour and a half later than I really should have been able to leave. But, you know, there really isn't much you can do about that. All right, well, let's see here. There's my Alabama. There's my Louisiana. And there's my Mississippi. Okay. Now we can print those out. They just took a little longer to come through. They all came through on one. I can't double side them because they're all coming through as one PDF. So And I have an annual Texas permit, so, you know, we're taking implements of husbandry. So the Texas annual permit. Okay. So now we got permits. All right. So we got our Georgia. We got our Alabama. We got our Mississippi. And even though this is pretty much a blank page, that's what part that this is still part of the permit. That information right there, it's still part of the permit. You still have to have a copy of that, because they can't fine you for having an incomplete permit if you threw away that pretty much blank page. All right, Louisiana. And here's our Texas annual, which I just make a copy, put there. That way I don't have to take that big old book in, or they don't have to dig through that book in order to get the permit out. So let's put all those right there. We'll put the original Texas permit back in the book where it belongs. All right, Ohio. Okay. We are now on I-20 westbound. Just got off of 285 from around Atlanta here. So we're about 25 miles away from Villa Rica. Right up there in front of us, just off to the left a tiny bit, Six Flags. So just a little bit of time, we will be here in Villa Rica. We're going to do our load check there. We're going to double check our Alabama permit to make sure if anything is any specific instructions, what our directions are. It should be just stay straight on I-20. I think 259. We'll get off. We'll do a little detour on 259. I think. I don't remember exactly what it said, but we're gonna look at it. We're gonna check it. On ATS, speed limit is 60 miles an hour here, not 65, 60. Well, we're gonna, like I said, make it out here to Villa Rica, do a load check, then we'll check our permits, then we'll get rolling again. Suba, where we've stopped before, and I prefer that one to going on to Meridian. I just like it a little bit better. It's not really that big of a difference. I just like it a little bit better. Alright, but we're at mile marker 20 here in Alabama. We're going to get off at exit 165, about 7 miles in. 6 miles in, 7 miles in to Mississippi. We got a little bit of rain about 20-25 miles south. So I would expect probably around 7 o'clock or so we should get a little bit of rain overnight, I'm thinking, but you never can tell what the weather wants to do. Definitely gotten a bit darker because of the cloud cover. So we are switching our glasses from the daytime transition glasses. We're going to put on our rain and nighttime glasses. Same exact prescription, just a different coating on the lenses. Makes these glasses a little bit better for the cloudy, rainy weather and at nighttime. It just brightens everything up a little bit. Whereas the daytime sunshine glasses, they have the transition, darkening effect on them, so makes everything a little bit less bright. Makes it a little easier to drive into the sun and whatnot. But we're not too really concerned about being blinded by the sun with what we got here. So we need to brighten things up just a little bit. Load is riding just fine. The tires on the front. I got 3 straps on, 2 4-inch straps and a 1-inch strap and a 2-inch strap. Way more. That's 10,800, 14,100 pounds of securement. It ain't going anywhere. On 2 dually tires, it ain't going anywhere. The baler really isn't moving anywhere the way I got it secured down. It's not moving back and forth. It's not moving side to side. It's not rotating, which was the biggest thing that I was worried about. Tractor's riding pretty steady. The only bouncing going on with it is from the suspension the tractor gets from the tires. So we're riding pretty good. Things aren't popping out. Things aren't opening up on me, so we're good to go. cars pass me, I'm always making sure I'm looking for the reflection of my beacon in the back, make sure that's still working, because I cannot see it. And also the beacons that are on the roof here. When a big truck passes me or is in front of me, you know, I'm looking for that flash of light as well. Headlights are on, marker lights are on, the you know, chicken lights on the cab are on, all the lights on the trailer seem to be working from my perspective. But other than that, we're good, we're doing good. Alright, so another 20 miles to go to our exit. It is 5:40 right, or 3:40 right now. So like I said, just about 4 o'clock we'll get there. We got the inclement weather coming in. And it's getting darker because of the cloud cover, and nighttime is coming just a little before 6 o'clock or sundown, so I don't think it's going to be wise to be going anywhere else for the rest of the day. I will see what time I can get up and go tomorrow morning. I believe it's half an hour before sunrise. So we should be good. Here in Mississippi, I'll have to check the permit, see what it says. Yes. Trying to remember here. No, if I remember right, it's sunrise to sunset. So daylight hours only for Mississippi, if I remember correctly. Excuse me. In about 20 minutes we'll get where we need to go, so we'll see you there. Alrighty. Just about to enter Mississippi. Yeah, we got a way station to go to, so going to take our Alabama permit, move that to the back.
Crossing border, entering Mississippi.
So we got our Mississippi permit right on top. So if they want to see it, just hand it to them right there first thing. It is open, so we are going in. Pardon me. down to 45.